Hello fans, I'm Kenny Morales, bringing you another Tablerock Sports Athlete of the Week presented by Lithia Superstore. I'm here at Larry Benny Field where we have another athlete waiting for you guys. We also have a special interview between Janisch and Coach Maben coming up for you. But first, let's see who's out there waiting for us on that field. So our Tablerock Sports Athlete of the Week is Olivia Lethlean, the center fielder for North Medford, the number 2 ranked team in the state and first in the Southwest Conference. They actually just got a W against Willamette today. How does it feel to get that dub out there?
Every win feels good, but I think our mentality going into the game was off, and so we need to work on our mental toughness. But Willamette did a great job putting runs up on the board.
And I heard you had a pretty amazing diving catch out there in center field. How did it feel to make a play out there like that?
It was very fascinating. Felt good to help Courtney out there.
As mentioned earlier, North is off to a hot start this season with a 12-0 record and 4-0 in league. You want to talk about the hot start you guys are off to, Olivia?
Yeah, so the team is very talented this year, and we've been putting the ball in play and making the routine plays.
All right, Olivia, you've racked up some impressive stats this season. Batting .471 with 9 RBIs, a home run, 17 runs scored, 9 stolen bases. What do you feel like you specifically bring to this team, this North Medford team?
I think overall my competitiveness is what I bring to this team. I'm always looking to get on base and produce runs. And as a senior, I lead by example, and I'm always trying to hype up the team before practices and games.
So North does have an unblemished record at 12-0, but I'm sure there are things that you yourself and you want to see in the team improve. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Yeah, so as a speedster, I'm always working on my short game, but right now I'm seeing the ball well. So I'm just working on pitch selection and driving the ball up the middle. But as a team, I think physically we're the best in the state, but we need to work on our mental toughness and our confidence.
All right, last softball question here, Olivia. What are some of your individual goals for this season and some goals for the North Medford team?
I hope my confidence level goes up as well as the team, and hopefully we're playing for each other instead of worrying about individual statistics.
All right, thanks, Kenny. I'm here with head coach Mike Maben of the Black Tornado. We're talking about Olivia today, but before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about the game we just had against Willamette. That was a good game. I was impressed with Willamette's performance. Would you agree?
Yeah, they came and played a great game of softball. They played pretty sound. They hit the ball well today, and that was probably the biggest thing we saw them hit. They had 10 hits on the day, and they competed at the plate. And anytime you compete at the plate, you give yourself a chance to score some runs.
Yeah, one of the more impressive teams I've seen play North. We've seen some higher-ranked teams than them. They just haven't been able to get those W's this season, but really impressed with their performance. So now if we talk a little bit about Olivia, she's been involved since 14U, right?
Yeah, well, I think maybe even 12 a little bit. We got Oliv when she was 11. I think when she was 12 or so, maybe 13, but she's been a staple here, and one of the things that we recognized in her when she was young, she just had incredible speed. Her foot speed made a big difference. We tried to get her to do a little bit of left-handed slapping and bunting, but she has a nice calm and short stroke from the right side, so she can hit some hard line drives. She can even lift the ball, and the other day she got one out, so she's hitting the ball really well.
Yeah, so what would you say is her biggest skill on the team, her best thing that she brings to the whole team as a whole?
Biggest thing is her competitive drive. The kid competes every day at practice, competes in center. She's going to give up her body to catch a ball, to make a play, to be safe. She works extremely hard, and she's an extremely competitive kid.
Yeah, we saw that out there in center field today, that big catch that she had sliding in.
Yeah.
Those ones look like they might hurt a little bit on the hip, but that was a great performance by her. If you described her in one word, what would that one word be to describe her as a softball player?
Hustle. You're going to see her hustle everywhere she goes. She doesn't do anything halfway. Competitive, obviously, too, but just hustle. You see Liv hustle down the line. She's always hustling on the bases. She's in center field. She's hustling, and I just love that part of her. We never see her take a break or go half speed.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have in a player. You always love as a coach having those. So not to put you on the spot here, but one memory that of her any of the years that she's been in the program, one memory that you just love that maybe is going to stick with you, and when you think of Olivia, you'll think of that memory?
Well, this one's just recent because Liv has been a kid who we've preached to her: get the ball on the ground, use your speed, bunt, hustle, all those things that are your qualities. But the other day when she hit that home run, the smile on her face coming to the bases, and her dad in the stands was extremely memorable. He texted me afterwards, and just that feeling, and everybody knows it. And that first time you hit one out of the park, and so she did not try. She wasn't trying to lift the ball or anything else. She just hit a hard line drive that carried out, and so she can be really proud of that. And we were really excited to see her coming around the bases. So that, for me, there will be a lot of memory just seeing her come around, and her dad, his smile in the stands, and his excitement for her.
All right, well, that's all I have for you, Coach. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back. Kenny's going to go ahead and take us away, getting back to some more questions with Olivia.
All right, Olivia, let's jump into some more personal questions here. Who would you say is your biggest role model on and off the field?
My mother.
Why is that?
She's taught me to be a strong young lady and to always chase after my dreams.
I'm sure she'd be proud with that answer and the way you play out there on the field, especially today. All right, so this is the part of the interview where I just ask a bunch of random questions as fast as I can, and you're going to answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. You think you can handle that?
I'm ready.
All righty, let's go. Who is your favorite baseball or softball player?
Derek Jeter.
What's your favorite clothing brand?
Nike.
What's your favorite type of music?
Anything but country.
What's your walk-up song?
Fergalicious by Fergie.
If you're not playing softball, what can people catch you doing?
Working out at Superior.
Sweet, all right, you handled the rapid question round well. Again, folks, this was Tablerock Sports Athlete of the Week presented by Lithia Superstore. I would like to take this time to thank Olivia for being an awesome guest, and congratulations on the terrific season.
Thank you for having me. It was very fun.
All right, last question here. Any future plans for your softball career?
I will be attending OIT on a softball scholarship, and I'll be majoring in biology and health sciences.
Sweet. All right, folks, stay tuned for more athletes to come each week.